Hello guys, this is Kazrahim bringing you another video from Euro Truck Simulator 2. We just picked up a load from Frankfurt, and a new thing in this little series will be, yep, I changed the truck. We have a MAN TGX, fully equipped, of course black, because black is my standard color. And I have to say I'm enjoying this truck, especially because of the interior. It's very neatly clean and everything, and I like it. So let's get going on our little adventure. So, actually this episode is gonna be about 25 minutes long. And I want to talk about a few things that happened and that changed. Most of you guys know that I was working for a company that sent me, abroad. Or wanted to send me abroad, because actually I never went abroad, because after 1 month of work I had a 1 month of, of sitting on my ass in home, which I didn't get paid even a cent for. And after that, actually, I got my, resignation, because it turned out that the company suddenly doesn't need a lot of employees. So they just, outright thrown out a little bit of people, a little bit meaning like 50% of the company. But, that's how life goes. I have such shitty luck in my life that I grew used to being in this kind of situation. That's why my resume is so bloody long, because each and every single time that I get a job, something has to be bad, something has to go wrong. But for the first time in like a few years, I have a sense of meaning, because actually, I started thinking about getting a new job and everything. And suddenly, a company that I sent my resume to in September 2013 contacted me like 3 weeks ago. And they contacted me to offer me a job. So I said like, yeah, sure, let's have a job interview. Let's get to know each other. I went to the job interview. Initially I was applying for a salesman on an internet store, something like an eBay store you could have called it. And it ended like I came to talk about, that I can be a salesman and everything. Let's just check the map, because I want to be sure that I'm gonna go on highways most of the time. Yeah, at least for this episode we are highways only. So I went to the job to get employed as a salesman. I went through being a salesman to being a storage guy, and from being a storage guy to being the sales manager per se. So it changed quite a bit, and I was thinking like, what the hell happened? How the hell did this come to be? And it turns out that, well, right now I worked for a week. This is actually, I record this video on the 13th of April. It's Sunday. I have some time finally to do something, so I'm recording this video. You guys will be watching this around 2 weeks later, 1.5 weeks later, cause on Friday you had the video where we ended our last trip. And this is gonna be, yeah, so two weeks basically since I'm recording this. Of course, that has its downsides, because I want to, make a vlog series talking to you and telling you what's happening in my life and stuff, but I just don't have how. So I'm using those Euro Truck moments, because this game just takes so long that it's an awesome thing to do vlogs with. So I basically worked for a week in this company. In 2 weeks we will see how better. 2.5, well, basically in 3 weeks you guys are gonna know way more, cause I'm not streaming right now. And the reason for that is I work for 12 hours each day. I work as a salesman in an internet shop, constantly answering phone calls, packing things, and you know, I have a lot of work. I have a lot of work. I never am able to get out of my job in 8 hours. I have to constantly stay there and you know, finish as much as I can, so the next day I have a little bit less. So it's not common that I will get out of my, you know, my job place before 8 p.m. That's really tiring, you know. That's really tiring. That shows I do, you know, shutter a lot today. It looks like that me not talking in English for a long time actually didn't pay off. Now I'm struggling to say fluently what I want. So sorry for that. But yeah, honestly right now I'm in the position where I have to work like this. In 2 months we're gonna go to another building. The whole company will move to another building. We will have way more space. We will have way more people. Because the sales department right now has only 3 guys, 2 of which are actively working, me and another new guy. But in 3 weeks maybe we will get 4 people working on the same shift, and we will start working. If there will be enough work, we will work in shifts, you know. That, you know, one guy starts at 8 AM, second guy starts at 2 PM and stuff like that. You know, the usual shift work type. And that would be great because, you know, then you can make actually plans for the afternoon. But we'll see how it goes. As for, like I said, that I have some kind of meaning, that I found some kind of meaning per se. I basically meant that for the first time in a very long time, I am able to think that I finally have plans to what to do next. Like, I know that I'm working in this job right now, but I can see a future in this job. Maybe not very fast, you know, maybe not something that will appear in like mere seconds, but it will take its time. But there is a future in this company if I just stick to it and, you know, grind my teeth because of how I have to work, but work. It can pay off in the long run. So basically for the next 2 months I am probably not gonna be streaming at all, almost, except for the weekends. Or the odd day when I have, you know, not a lot of work to do. I'm happy that it doesn't collide with my capoeira classes, cause obviously that's very important to me, and I actually have an agreement with my boss that when I have my classes, you know, I can always go home faster. Like, I go at 4 PM home, and then someone just comes on my place and works for the next 4 hours if there's enough packages to do and everything. Why you guys stopped? Improved AI. So yeah, that's basically one thing, and the second thing is that I actually found out that I will have the ability to rent a place, a flat. I will have my own sorry, apartment soonish. Like, also in a month, 2 months, I'll see how my paychecks will look like, and then I can rent a place from my actually my family, you know, because it turned out that my uncle's mother died last year, and the apartment that she was living in is empty from that time, and they only pay fees for that. They have to pay all the costs and everything, and no one is living there. And I said, like, no problem, I can, you know, if you want to, I can step in and actually go there and live there. I'm not gonna make any kind of, you know, ruckus or anything. And you know me since I'm alive, so you know what kind of person I am. And they said, yeah, sure, once you're gonna be ready, tell us and we'll give you the keys. And I'm like, yes! It's not gonna cost me a huge ton of money, so that's a huge plus, especially for a single person like me. So now my points in life is to find a girlfriend that can cook. Because even though I know how to cook and I like cooking, I love cooking actually, I will not be able to cook myself after 12 hours of walking. Unless we'll do those shift walk times, then it's gonna be way easier for me to manage. But yeah, that's basically what's going around in my life right now. So let's talk about a little bit about the game and about my choice of this truck. I choose the MAN TGX because honestly there wasn't anything better. I'm waiting because I saw that SES developers actually recorded sounds and took pictures of the new Mercedes Arctos, meaning the Mercedes actually allowed them to use the brand. We will no longer have Majestic, we will have Mercedes, and we will have the new Arctos that I saw with my very own eyes quite frequently. When I was on my leave for 4 weeks, there was a guy who driven that truck each and every single day to the company I was working for, and that was a lovely truck, and I really am keen on driving it. So I'm probably gonna give this man around 12,000, 15,000 kilometers of mileage before I ship it off to one of my drivers. It's actually brand new, you guys can see that, but this truck actually has, I'm gonna even tell you, it had, when we started this trip, 574 kilometers on the mileage. This isn't its maiden voyage because I did that on a stream, but you can see it's really nicely flowing. I don't have to shift, I don't have to do anything, it just flows. And it's really pleasurable. The sound of the engine is also like, I wouldn't say weird, but it's different. Let's just check the mileage. Yeah, 34 liters per 100 kilometers, so we are not using a lot of fuel also. Still, it's quite a bit, but then again we didn't even do 1,000 kilometers, so after 10,000 it starts to clear up and it will go down to about 30, 28, 29, depends on my gear management. So, since I finally have a job, I will be thinking about improving my PC so I can do this more effectively. Per se streaming and doing YouTube videos, you know, buying. I actually sell computer parts. And I talked to my boss about it, that, you know, I have to upgrade my PC at some point, and he said like, no problem, did you consider buying yourself a workstation? And I'm like, what's a workstation? A workstation is like for work, right? For industrial use. And he's like, yeah. You know, it's a station that you have a motherboard that can compensate for two high quality processors, a lot of RAM, PCI slots, everything. It's basically something 5 times or 6 times more powerful than the normal PC. And I'm like, wow, but that's gonna cost a lot, right? And he's like, no, if you want to, we can manage it, so I'll get it for you for about 250 euros. And I'm like, what? You're saying to me that I'm gonna have something that is 6 times more powerful than what I have right now, or 7 times, and I'll pay just 1,000 zlotys? And he's like, yeah, sure, why not? And I'm like, wow, that's a really good deal. I wanna get in on that. I wanna get that. So basically, probably I will be switching my normal PC to a workstation that's gonna incorporate 2 medium line processors, quite powerful graphic card. The graphic card was gonna be you know, an annoyance, because I'm gonna have to buy a very good graphic card either way. Something like a Vega GeForce 660. But we'll see how it goes. We'll see how I'll manage with money and everything. Because the moment when I get, you know, my own apartment, I'm gonna have a lot of expenses. Till the moment I can actually share those expenses. Again, a girlfriend and stuff. Because that's, honestly, that's the only thing that I would consider. If I was supposed to live with someone, I would only live with a girlfriend. Because living with another guy, nah. Just no. I want to be on my own, for fuck's sake. Without anyone annoying me. Yeah, and then you're gonna go in the comments like, your girlfriend's gonna annoy you. Your soon-to-be girlfriend is gonna annoy you. Or future girlfriend, rather. And that's gonna be true. That's gonna be true 100%, but, you know, there are a lot of upsides to that also. For living with your girlfriend. So this video is closing in on 30 minutes, I think. So we're gonna be closing in soonish. So like I said, a lot of good things are happening slowly. The job is tiring, but we're gonna see if it's gonna be worth it. There are some perspectives in the future for me. YouTube and streaming actually has to go on the second rail. It cannot be my main priority, because you guys know that the most important thing in life is life itself, and not your virtual life. So even though I would love to do this, I can't, and I will only do infrequent videos and stuff like that. I'm trying to be frequent with it. I recorded, this is the second recording for Sunday that I'm doing, because this is the only day that actually I have time to record. But yeah, so, and also guys, like, I know Scrappy, you watch my videos and you love my World of Tanks videos, and you send me a ton of replays, but please don't ask if I watched the replay. I don't have the time nor the strength to watch any replay that I'm not gonna use as a video. I actually watched and recorded one game of John in his IS that I was talking about 2 weeks ago, I think. You guys probably gonna see that video. No, you're not gonna see that video. But I recorded a game and I actually decided that that game isn't worth it. Sorry, Shoot John, but you referred to it as holding a flank by yourself. Keeping 3 tanks on your own tier in check is not holding a flank. Holding off 7, 8 guys, then yeah, sure. But only 3 guys while you have behind you there's like 9 guys from your team. I'm not gonna say that you didn't do good. You did very good in that game for our IS, 3,500 damage, but it wasn't anything spectacular. No, it didn't take me in. It didn't tell me like, wow, that was really good. So unfortunately that's a no-no, but I made a video out of your game, Scrappy, from the ELC AMX match. This is probably gonna be the week that is gonna go on, the same week this video will go in. So hope you like it. And basically that's about as much as we have time for today. So thank you guys for watching. I hope you're gonna watch part 2 of this series, and I'll see you guys next time.